Financial decisions from NaVi weren't great. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a semi-final. This is a major. Let's make some noise to get NaVi back in the game.
Immediate fast start from FaZe. Rain already down to the underpass. They've cleared out mid, and they look like they want connector with vengeance. Nico's still inside Palace. He wants to get the opening from his teammates before he makes any movements, and good shot from Olaf as well. Don't have Nico on the radar yet. They've got 2 kills back. That's going to make it awkward, but Olaf at 20 HP, getting the shot over top of the rail toward Cats. I was going to say almost does the job in itself, but bomb dropped gives Simple an absolute opportunity, especially given that he still has 85 with the armor to work with. He's going to find out where Olaf's gone as well. Can't quite get the shot. 6 HP left. Nico's got all the way behind him after coming out from Palace. And Simple is about to get a double peek position. Nico can't crawl through the vent without his teammates to distract, but he goes aggressive.
God.
Simple, good read. Olaf, he can't overcommit. If he didn't hit the headshot, had to back off. Great play on his part to stay alive, but Simple still holds the cards by having the bomb down.
He's such a monster. Every decision he makes so far has been perfect. Simple 1 versus 1 of Olaf Meister. Olaf down to 6 HP, and like you said, Simple knows exactly what's going on here, watching the bomb like a hawk.
Just to consider the flank possibility of a wraparound, so he goes to check it. Oh, that timing. He gets away with it.
Perfect position.
Yeah, this position should be solid enough given the time as well, because bomb picked up. Olaf doesn't have a huge opportunity to run it back to B. He thinks about checking connector. Doesn't matter that Simple's missed it because he still has the advantage without the bomb. Down on the HP as well. Great round, Simple. It took a long time to find the finish he desired, but he was disciplined the whole way through.
It didn't get it going on Inferno, lost both pistols there, but that's much better. Simple coming up large. Olaf Meister didn't really have much to do. They wasted so much time trying to find position. Came onto the bomb site, and Simple gunned him down. 1 bullet was all that was required. No bomb plant going in, and NaVi are off to a flyer here. We'll have Deagle, CZs, and the FaZe camp. Guardian full eco. That's what you like to see. Keep the eco for the AWP so he can actually afford that weapon as and when required. Oh, good nade at the start as well. Lots of damage inflicted.
Pretty much dead. Inside the small of Olaf's back. Swing back in after getting the first kill. Simple's gotten Kerrigan back.
This is the Simple NaVi need. Up close and personal, aggressive, hitting all the shots, being the superstar we know he can be. Had some great rounds on Inferno, but he's going to need a lot more than that. Good start on the pistol. Now it's a 4-on-3 situation with Olaf Meister down to 13 points of health.
He's going to get up reasonably close as well by holding off A main. Confront Olaf on entry instead of that, but back toward mid. A convergence between Edward and Simple as Guardian and Nico both. Start toward connector. Good flash timing in it. Doesn't actually matter that much for Simple whether the flash was there or not because he got a clean shot. He goes back out, finds Nico as well. Olaf 13 HP. Flamey realizes Palace is the only unchecked position. Turns around. Clean work for NaVi. That gives them some financial stance. And as well, Electronic has a decision to make, and I think they made the right one. Rather than him buying another SMG, give him one to reestablish his economy and then have a second player who's still alive buy one out instead. In fact, they're going to throw him the M4.
Yeah, either way, this is going to be a full eco for FaZe here. Just a P250 purchase for Olaf Meister. Got a little bit more money than his teammates, and it looks like it could be a good old-fashioned B rush. Might be just slowing down the pace somewhat. Wait for the initial grenades to come through. Simple just got the Desert Eagle. He wants to get that AWP next round. He knows it's going to be a lock-in round. The bomb goes down. He'll be a bit of an issue there for NaVi. Good nade, should do some damage. Oh my goodness, it does a lot. Zeus will get the first frag, and good decision to fall back.
Back, he still has company before any aid does arrive. He did arrive.
Oh,
it was
dear.
Edward, but he went down so quickly that Zeus was still left on his own because Simple just made it to the window now. Gets a beautiful shot on Olaf, mind you, but he's only with a deagle. He elected to bring that into this round because they're looking to try and get the EWP out. It may not matter. Oh my God, Simple. Fancy nonetheless. He'll get the defuse as well.
He's getting warmed up now. There it is. The bomb gets planted. That is a bit of a nightmare for NaVi, I have to say. Zeus could have got a lot more out of it. I like the play getting more to the defensive line, but didn't have the cover to work with. Gets Glock burst in the face. But there it is, 3-0 for NaVi. That's what we wanted to see. This hasn't electrified us like it did in the first game of the day, the quarterfinal. That was one for the ages. We'll see if this one can heat up now. Round number 4 coming up. You'd assume the orb comes in the hands of Guardian. And as Sean mentioned, this is where he does his absolute best work. The simple, he's no stranger to it either. This could be where the orb battle really starts to show up.
Let's rush into the apartments at the very least. They'll slow up. Good find from Rain to get the opening pick. That definitely justifies the pace, but they still put pressure toward B. They found one in the middle so quickly as well. Chance for the refrag for Edward, but the reason they found one so quickly in the middle and now can push toward B is because they let his catwalk side with Electronic trying to jump out to get the fence position, which means Zeus is alone. Good Molotov, better read from Nico, even though he was blinded up. He and Kerrigan hold down the triggers. It's 2 so far for the price of none. Slight damage on the Rain, that is all. Bomb planted, and they may actually concede this early because Simple on the AWP. It's an expensive gun to lose. Rain's got good position toward top mid to potentially catch off Edward, but he gets back through the smoking window. I imagine it doesn't end too differently than how it sits right now.
It's a bit of a calling card of Kerrigan's to go aggressive on the first gun round. He saw Rain just run through the mid smoke there, find Electronic. Into the B split they go. Finding Zeus on the way. He's the B-side anchor, and let me tell you, he's going to be having a lot of trouble here. They want to be bullying that area. One of the weaker fraggers on the NaVi side. I know he can find kills there as Flamey goes down as well, looking like a clean sweep here for FaZe. Just simple in the AWP. They want to avoid him every single round. And we discussed this idea of Orpus having to be dynamic. He's going to have to be on Mirage as well. He can't just hold towards the window and the connector. We need him going towards B and showing Zeus some support and trying to fend them off that position as well. But like I said, Rain straight through there. Good flashbang as well. Electronic had no idea what was going on there. He holds towards middle, flanking Flaming. And there will be 3-1. Money still available on the CT side. This will be their final buy though, however. 4 and 4s. Lacking a little bit of utility. It's pretty much a full buy. A couple of kits thrown in. And Simple will follow his journey and see where he heads to this time.
Well, let's flash out Simple. It's pretty nifty, isn't it? Double bounce down. Never mind noise triggers from that range. All he wants is the immediate pop as soon as it gets to the ledge. No one there to catch it on the other side, so the all ineffective in that regard, and then it gets smoked off as by default, as per usual, toward middle, and he's changed his angle accordingly, but he's still, based on how that smoke was originally bloomed, unable to get a shot all the way down to mid. Tries to anticipate the position from Rain. Everything will subside. Kerrigan gets catwalk out of all of this, though. That last smoke toward connector was just in time to get the pressure on. Massive damage to Edward. Had to do a double take. He's lucky to be alive with 1 HP based on the refrag potential, but it's Nico that trades out Zeus, and now B is open for business. Interesting read to try and immediately peek the corner knowing Kerrigan was the first to arrive, but it's immediately taken down by Guardian.
As I mentioned, Matt, this B bomb site is going to be a problem. We've seen this before in many other games. We know the weakest players there. Just keep focusing on that, bullying that opposition. And that's why we got the frags last time as well. Remember, if you save any weapons from the previous round, it's usually on the bomb site you didn't go to. So that's why they know money's still available on the A bomb, so they have to rebuy towards B. Let's get in there once again. Zeus, good position, can only find one there. That's not going to be good enough once his teammate's already gone down. 3-2, and it looks like it should be tied up at 3-3. Full eco now for NaVi. CZ for Zeus, yes, he goes for body armor. Just to keep the money strong, but sees this best way to operate in round number 6 here. Same old smoke towards middle. He'll get some mid control first and aim to get up towards short. B split, very strong strategy for the anti-ecos. Oof, Guardian spots one. We'll wait around for about 10 seconds and not even gonna need that. Electronic offers himself up on a plate. Guardian devours him.
Back around with the AWP to stay dynamic. No need to walk toward any unwarranted stacks or aggression from the pistols, so Nico to clear out Palace. He'll take his time in doing so. They've still got 1 minute and 9 to work with, so no need to rush. All precautions necessary. They'll set for smokes toward A as well. Warranted as well, given the positions of 2 players toward top side of connector and jungle, respectively. They've actually rotated back in toward shadow position. It's Zeus that's gotten under there, and he finds Rain as a result of it. Flamey's followed it up. They're doing massive damage. Simple and Zeus combine to take down Kerrigan. They've got to recover, and Nico has done a tremendous job of doing so. Drop step, trying to find Zeus on the ladder. Oh, has he done that? A man not known for mechanics has evaded one of the world's best. Nico gets absolutely destroyed.
That's unbelievable. How has he negated the AK-47 spray there? Zeus, he gets the armor. The only player that invested anything into this round. On the ladder, Nico, the whiff. Great movement, fancy footwork from Zeus, and it's enough to pick up the round. It seemed like that was done. It was going to be 3-3 for sure. Oh, that's going to rattle Nico. Oh, wow. That is something. That is...
It's a huge spray to miss. I mean, the ladders are very misleading because of the air acceleration based on the release from them, but he almost got caught in the hole in itself. And then I honestly think Zeus pretty much panic jumped, and Nico just got caught off by all of it. Either way, it works.
It's going to take Nico out of his zone. You saw how frustrated he got there. Good lord.
You say that, but Nico's also the kind of player that channels in on situations like that, so it could just invigorate him more. He sits 5 for 4. Simple still leads the way. Electronic yet to get one on the board, but only one gun round now. This will be the second for NaVi that they've really tested in multiple angles. Zeus is stepping up. He finds a massive amount of damage on a Guardian, all things considered. It is the AWP, so he can still play angles, but it has to fall off of the aggression in P. And in fact, he'll let Olaf take over that position instead. Hits for 2. Simple and Edward, the ones with them. The ones with the excess or surplus money as well, so the rest couldn't afford to do so. Smoke's left already. That's it for FaZe.
Well, here we go. Another B split coming in. As mentioned, keep focusing on this bomb site. This is where they're not finding frags, they're not trading. Zeus, good position, but only good for one. Usually fumbles the dismount, but he'll get another dink in. It's up to Electronic now, who can do nothing. 4 players remaining, 4 FaZe, and Simple might explore the idea of jumping through the window. He will fall back. So another disappointing round on the B bomb side.
You're right to point out it's certainly been the issue. I think Simple had enough information to go for the jump. Certainly
Simple
wanted to get the shot toward Kerrigan.
He has to go there at the start of each round now. He has to start showing he's going to be there.
And that's why I batted the crossfire towards, if he wants to play it, he doesn't necessarily have to play in the site with Zeus, but if he's on cat at the very least, getting some information toward middle, at least he can play a crossfire position if he gets him slowed down. Not a bad flick terrain, but inconsequential. Bomb going to detonate either way on this.
Yeah, I want Simple to get aggressive in the B apartments. I want him to just start showing that he's not going to let them do this anymore. All the gun rounds FaZe have picked up so far have been in that site, and Zeus needs to make a call now and recognize that that's the issue. They haven't done any sort of executes towards A. They've done a contact play against those pistols, but they lost that round, but it is becoming an issue. They still hold on to lead, of course, 4-3 now. But remember, that does reset NaVi. They wanted Nico before, so it's not devastating, but this was a nice little flick shot. Very fast from Simple. Keeps them modest as he takes down another AK-47 now. Tactical timeout for NaVi, yes, this is a good time to discuss. Okay, what are our issues here? Why is this crossfire not working? Why do they keep coming B? What can we do to adjust? They are going to buy by the looks of things. Remember, they save the AWP, an M4, and they'll go all in. You saw this plenty of times on Inferno, but the way Simple's playing right now, I'm absolutely fine with it. 11 kills, 2 deaths so far. Out of his mind. Just 25 ADR for Electronic. Need to see him turn up at 0 and 6. This is the problem with him. He has these very amazing highs, and then he'll drop off entirely for a map. It just can't be allowed in a semi-final right now.
You would have thought with the start, NaVi was granted that.
Yeah, the 3-0.
Yeah, he would have picked up a few frags in that, whether they were impactful or not. The fact is, then the gun rounds, he's been over toward A, so he's actually been a bit of a problem to rotate back. They have gone aggressive. Simple had the B spawn, so they've stacked it with Edward, and he wants Catwalk. This is more what I expected with the AWP. This is more standard for it at the very least, because he's still relevant to A, so long as Catwalk has vision to the site. Flamey's going to be the one that gets pressured first. Just the pistol for Electronic, so essentially Flamey's on his own. He needs some information, but Electronic's forced off by the smoke, has nothing, no vision inside of the site. Oh, if he had it kept away from the second flash, Flamey might have had a shot toward Rain.
Do you know how sick this is from Kerrigan? The fact he's been bullying that B bomb site, they've taken a tactical timeout. He knows they're about to adjust. Simple, you're right, goes towards short. He's no longer on the A site. They do a full A execution. That is just brilliant in-game leading from Kerrigan. He's absolutely wrecked them here. Smoke's out. They're limiting the utility. Remember, this is a force buy. They're still going for it. I don't know why they're not saving. They need someone to go absolutely massive here. Kerrigan finds himself in a spot of bother. The Guardian and Rain's still alive. This looks like it's completely done. The smoke is down. They can't find the bomb. And Kerrigan completely dispatches them with a tactical call there. That is textbook Counter-Strike. That's how it's done. Completely show your hand towards the B-bomb site, make them worry about that and adjust to what you're doing, then completely reverse it. There he is on the screen. He doesn't find all the frags, but he made that call, and it's absolutely perfect.
Perhaps somewhat too predictable. I think you're right as well, though, and I don't know why they're not saving in that situation. They didn't have enough to get inside of the site. They were already limited off. Palm planted gun in before they'd arrived. There was about 10 seconds left, and they were still sitting looking like frags was their agenda.
I think
it
it's
leaves them
early
with
in the
nothing
game.
left.
You can just save. Like, once that's gone down and you're on force buy already, you get extra money. You could save those 4 weapons and then say, let's upgrade, let's get grenades, we'll have a stronger
Sure,
buy.
well, especially with the op still up. At that point, it wasn't even like they were trying to go salvage an AWP. The op was still in their hands.
Well, that's the problem, I guess, sometimes with Simple. He's trying too hard to carry, right? Instead of making the more cerebral call and saying, let's look at the bigger picture. But anyway, it's going to be Rain, and once again, towards that B-bomb site, fast split. This has worked very well for FaZe so far. Bear in mind, this is still early days. Only 4-4. NaVi can still win the half. They're lucky for them. They actually got that 3-0. They got the start they required. Want a full eco as well. olofmeister makes right work of all of his opponents in the window.
Styles on them. Good read to the second shot in the corner. Good return on investment. 5 rounds now for FaZe, so they do take back the lead, even though, like you say, Navi had that 3-0 start. CT side, though, that certainly is concerning. So they've got to start managing the gun rounds more effectively. Now, Kerrigan's already thrown the curve once. He continued to try and pressure A, seemingly under the default. They will. The question is they could fall back into a default, try and get better information as to where Simple is as a result of the change. Good nade.
That's
taking down a 43.
Yeah, pretty devastating.
They go. Again, they want to try and change things up. They want to keep Simple on the back lines guessing, but he's certainly on the front this time because he's back toward reverse fire. He finds 3, turns back out, swings around. Can't get to Olaf inside of the site, but he is the last alive for FaZe. Thankfully for his sake, he has the bomb to work with, but not aware that Edward is back towards CT. And I think because they went in so quickly, they lost track of where the kills actually happened, so he never actually considered CT in that position. I think he assumed it was gone already based on what was attempted trades on their part.
It was Flamey taking all the aggro away for Simple. Sure, he got like 3 kills there, but it was actually Flamey doing most of the work. He's just staying alive as long as possible. No one looking at Simple whatsoever. Great work from him, but easy by his standards. FaZe Clan will still have a full buy here, of course. It's going to be olofmeister, I assume, has the good spawn towards middle. We'll see if he goes in first towards the connector. He does indeed, waiting for Simple to challenge him. He'll throw that all back to Guardian momentarily. Simple for now, smoked out of the window. There is your traded. And this looks like a BXQ once again. I know I keep saying it, but this is what Kerrigan wants to do. Focus on this side of the map. It's where Zeus is struggling somewhat. Electronic 1 for 9, just to note. Edward and Zeus hold the B-bomb site. Electronic and Flamey aggressive, as you can see in the top left, towards that A ramp. Zeus, same position. Got 1 frag from this before. He can't get headshots, but he can do a spray down as they fully commit. This will be a wall of smokes towards the 2 pillars. Take those out of the equation. They're actually rotating players off. Simple, presumably smoked off. Most set pieces do cover the window.
Back to B. Simple is in a good position this time. Legs Kerrigan, he'll burn on the flames as a result of it.
Yeah, I thought it would be a fake. It looked like it was. Commit 1 player, Kerrigan throws himself in,
Olaf's
and Flamey's gone all the way towards T-spawn.
That's so well done because Olaf was ready in position to spot the rotations as well, so he's confirmed that it's absolutely worked. What a play again from Kerrigan. So A twice, Simple has to anticipate. He does correctly last time. This time, decent position again, but he's one-upped once more by Kerrigan, and Olaf caught out jumping. I don't understand. There's nowhere he can further elevate to at that point in time. So I don't know if that was a misclick or what, but taken down, and that's going to strengthen the chances on the retake. Rain's position certainly is decent to take down Flamey. Thankfully so, because it gives them control of the cave still to watch over the bomb. That's the best position. Guardian, not smoked off, goes for more. Simple wants to post to try and hold in case he repeaks, but crouched down, it's still controllable, and a headshot angle for Guardian that favors him. Good shot back, and Electronic spot space, but they don't know Nico is in the same spot again, and Electronic has to run away. It's a 6th round for FaZe.
This game, this is exciting me now. I mentioned it before, the strategies weren't really there on Inferno. It was a disappointing game from both sides, but now Kerrigan really is showing up in terms of the calls he's making, the fakes he's displaying. He's selling them absolutely everything towards that B bomb site. He throws himself in there, all the smokes, the flashbangs. He gets no kills. That's absolutely fine. Did you see the rotations? Flamey took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. He was in T-spawn, ready to flank behind them in the B apartments. They'd already made their way towards A. Even Olaf completely jumping and giving himself up. They still win the round. Very well read by FaZe, and it's going to be NaVi on another difficult buy here. All in once more. One Famous, a saved AK in hands of Electronic, who can't seem to kill anything right now. In a very important round.
So ladder to contain Cat, which doesn't really do much about middle at this point in time, even though they tried to stack that position as well. So 4 players to control, but nothing to be spotted. And Flamey, time to show what he had yesterday on this map at this point in time. NaVi want to get back into this series. Down a map, down a round, maybe 2 after this one without much weapons to work with. Good start at least to get 1 down as he tried to dissolve himself back inside of the smoke. Now they'll smoke off CT, and Rain is well covered at mid-site, so plant for A main. All textbook so far, despite losing Kerrigan on the way through.
Well, this is do or die. Will NaVi go for it? I'm almost certain they will, and Simple gets them 1 step closer. What an amazing shot. Takes down the AWPer, but still a lot of work to do here. Rain guaranteed 2 frags. I say guaranteed, he misses there. A rare miss from him. Now it's a 2-on-2, but Nico's still alive. Still trying to make up the mistake made earlier. 1 versus 1, and that's more like it from Nico. Shows them what he's made of from the Palace area. That's where he does his best work. After that horrible situation versus Zeus on the ladder, he wins a couple of clutches in a row. 12 kills, 5 deaths, 86 ADR. Remember, Matt, that was a force buy from NaVi.
This push as well. You talked about it coming down to the one-on-one. Electronic able to get the shot after. If Simple was able to rush Nico and keep him even busy long enough, Electronic had the kit.
That's better. Well, like we said, force buy from NaVi. I'd assume this will be a tactical timeout. It is indeed. There's Electronic. He currently resides on... He's stepping it up now, 4 for 10. That might not sound like much, but he was 1 for 9. So he's getting back into the game somewhat. There's the main matchup, though, the AWP battle. Guardian of a quiet game. It's actually Simple, of course. Always going to be the top of the scoreboard for NaVi. 16 kills, 7 deaths after 12 rounds. Guardian 6 and 8. AWP hasn't been too impactful for him. Kerrigan 2 and 9, but I'm not worried about that at all. The way Kerrigan's calling right now, he can let the other stars find the kills.
Not enough for Guardian to speed from spot toward the window, but down and bloomed, just enough space for Simple to sneak in undetected toward the underpass.
Okay, bit of a...
I was going to say, that doesn't make any sense.
Miscommunication there, so anyone's unaware. If you throw the Molotov in towards a window and smoke on top of it, it makes it completely redundant. So we want to throw one or the other, not both.
Ooh, that's a pretty good dink against Olaf. With his back turned, he reacts to the AK showing up. Maybe even completely through the edge of the wall, the cinders, which don't quite have a hitbox on the edge, similar to how they don't on Cobblestone. Nico's gotten Flaming, controlling the situation in the anti-eco to perfection.
Yeah, not really much Edward can do about this, I'm afraid. He'll hold towards short, wait for a mistake. They can use this as a chance to talk as well. Work at what they're doing next round. We'll have a look at their cash. They're currently going to have third stage loss bonus on top of their 2K. So that means $2,400 coming in. Not going to be the best buy, certainly won't have the AWP. Any chance they'll have that if his Edward killed Guardian and keeps the weapon. So it will be another difficult buy. Be M4s, maybe Famouses or UMPs to make sure they have utility. This is where Kerrigan can really rub his hands together and realize they're weak. Keep doing the set pieces, it won't have the utility to hold them off. It's all off my step. That's the nail in the coffin there. 8-5, NaVi these last 2 rounds. We'll see what kind of buy they bring to the table here. M4s across the board so far. That means 1 smoke per player. No incendiaries, no kits, pretty much no flashbangs. They have 1 flash to work with. They have to go aggressive here now. They can't just hold up. They won't be able to hold off an execution. It's not possible. If FaZe do a complete execution towards B and fake it out again, it's just game over. They need to at least find the first pick here. Someone needs to be assertive and step up. And that's what I can see right now. Who's going off towards shore? It will be Edward. Yeah, so they need to find the first pick. They can't allow them to get any sort of map control. Good work by Edward. Can't find the shot though. Battle with the whips and through the smoke. A bit of damage inflicted on either side.
Such an awkward exchange, even with the smoke down, because all you see is the tracers going through, and it wouldn't have taken much more than a bullet to finally land either way. Rain, good response. But Simple is there to take him back with the M4 immediately.
Electronic's got to hit those shots, man.
Olaf's just listened to all of the rotations back from Catwalk, so he'll know that there's two inside of the B site. That also gives them a better chance to take control of middle. Kerrigan's going to do exactly that as well. Straight contact play. Simple would make noise. Kerrigan, great read. Can't quite swing to find Flamey. Again, information is in the sight. Smartly, he's going to try and change his angle as a result, but oversteps the mark slightly. Nico was there, but almost a double peek. In fact, the Guardian was slightly exposed as well. Zeus will get one back. Drops the bomb for the moment, but they're going to grab that on the way back by. Guardian's going to bypass. He wants to hold the angle instead.
Remember, no kits available. Now no utility. 2 M4s, Edward low HP. Easy plant for Guardian. That's a little bit risky. Gets away with it in the open, and it will be Olaf Meister to find what. Guardian left against Edward now. 16 HP on the CT. He probably got the information. He was the one that legged him. Will he finish things off with a pistol? No need. Uses the AWP in true Guardian style. 1 kill apiece on the FaZe side. And that's NaVi left with very little money. They're going to get $2,900 into this round. It'll be Famus's UMPs once again. I feel like they had to do more than just Edward pushing off short at the start of the round. They couldn't hold off an execution, but came down to the 1v1 to be fair. Kerrigan, you can feel this one coming in their favor. He has called brilliantly so far, I have to say. Tactics have been FaZe's strong point, absolutely. MP9 scouts UMP for Mass. Not looking too good, and luckily Guardian doesn't miss a shot. Okay, take it back, take it back. Doesn't miss his thing.
Smoke does extinguish flames in this game, and through the smoke, Guardian takes down Flamey. Nico, good find on Simple, trying to get back up.
He's just had enough, hasn't he?
Yeah, I said he might get invigorated. You said he was tilted. Nico's the kind of individual personality that sometimes being angry is motivation to him. Tov goes deep, Zeus walks through, doesn't even matter. 10-5 T-side for FaZe. Great start to the series so far for them, up a map. 6 to go on arguably the easier side of Mirage, although it's a fairly evenly split map, I would argue. The most even of any on our map pool currently. Cash would be a close second. Great shots on the way through. Tronic certainly gave him a challenge, but what you could do without the rifle at range. Speaking of, we talked about him earlier on being slow to get started. He ends the half with only 4 kills, not to mention he's only 2 off of Flamey, who yesterday broke all the records on this map.
He absolutely did. 10 to 5.
The major records, at least.
The major record in 1/2, yeah. We're going to need more of that if he's going to have a chance here. If you're just joining us, this is the best of 3, the first semi-final here in Boston at the Major. FaZe currently up 1-0 in a pretty anticlimactic first map. FaZe certainly putting their best foot forward here on Mirage. This is their map pick. They're 10-5 up. Win the pistol, which they lost in the first half, remember. It could be done. 4 sets of arm on the CT side. Anything too tactical on the T side. They've got 1, 2 smokes, actually, a couple of flashbangs, and 3 players. So this won't be a classic A execution. They'll smoke towards, presumably, jungle and the steps, and flash 3 players out of the apartments. Here comes a flashbang. Rain will probably take it in the face, and he does look in the right position. He knows what's coming.
Jumping in, Rain, good shot, Simple gone as well. He's the one you'd want to find first if you could, and Rain gets away. Despite being flashed down to 45, he'll run back towards CT. He's got a lot of company there, great shot, Electronic. Certainly a way to arrive into the second half if he couldn't be present in the first. Long battle for Edward, but Electronic comes around the spot and save for him as well. Off and Guardian, last 2 alive, neither with kits. It's been ticking for a decent period of time. Certainly know the Guardian's up close, given that he's fired off 1 shot already. 3 players to peek towards CT, and quick work made of both of the FaZe players. So 10-6 NaVi with a shout. Both pistols in this game go to NaVi, by the way.
And it's Electronic to find 3 kills there, pushing aggressively towards CD spawn. That's what you want to be doing. They sent 3 players out of the palace with that 1 flashbang. Rain only gets 1. I expected a bit more from him. They push in CD spawn. You want to isolate rotating CT players and trap them in that position. Electronic hits all the shots, a bit of backup from his teammate as well, the P250. And I like this from FaZe. They're not forced by in the second round, finally. It's happening, man. This is what you have to do. You don't need to win this round. You've got this lead. You're already a map up as well. Focus on winning up the game when you have rifles and utility. So they'll just get some CZs here, and they'll try and do what they can. Why are they rushing B on an anti-eco? I have no idea.
Gathering swine.
Lucky to get away with this one.
Nearly ran off the cliff, I was going to say, as Guardian swings back in. Bomb gets planted. He still has a CZ. There's damage to be done. Certainly, if Flamey doesn't have his weapon equipped, one for Edward. He's low HP. This is all working out. Guardian suddenly making it work as Zeus has to pull back. Nico's got the trade. Electronic last alive, and Guardian nails the shot. That's sloppy and desperate from NaVi, and FaZe take back control.
If you're training in a game like this, you just win the pistol, and your best call you've got is rushing B. I'm sorry, that's just not good enough. There's so many issues there. That wasn't even a force buy from FaZe. They go into the tightest choke point on the map, they get no map information, and they go in, they get the control of the bomb site, and just look how segregated everyone is. Not backing on up, no crossfires, it's all chaotic. That's a disaster from NaVi. That's just not good enough to make it to a grand final of a major, I'm afraid.
And that is what is at stake, a grand final for FaZe or NaVi. FaZe, after the failures of last time, not even making it in legend spot, despite being in, I think it was 5 out of 6 finals on the way to that event. Made drastic changes. Guardian and Olaf are certainly good signings, and the goal was simple, to win the next major. They're 5 rounds away from the grand final at the very least.
I'll take a tactical timeout. They're certainly going to need one. There'll be money available with the bomb going down, but man, I can't stress enough what a blunder that is. Rushing B.
Guardian was the man inside of the site and stayed alive the whole time as well, so they couldn't even find that trade.
They had CZs, no armor, no nades. Like, even then, you should be winning the round. They didn't. They got inside the bomb site. It still falls apart. Just need to take it slow and work at what you're up against. See if there's a stack, maybe throw a MAC-10 in there, get the information. But NaVi now, they still have a chance to win this round. Don't get me wrong. They can bounce back. So let's focus on the present. 3 AKs come out, a Deagle and a MAC-10 for Electronic. They have got Zeus with no armor. I assume he dropped an AK for one of his teammates. Flamey, no helmet. FaZe Clan know they're going to force buy here, and they're looking to close out.
Instead of smoke close, they've already covered off window. Take the fight, Flamey. Damage from Guardian. What a great read to fire near the edge of the box. That's good lineup, good angle. Every inch of the territory they play on. Guardian certainly shows us that. Force back toward Horseshoe. Bomb is toward the B. Apartment's position for now as Zeus starts to work from underneath. High smoke down, connector, flash in, quick check. Gives them the option with the deep smoke and control of both corners and connector to work catwalk, which with them doing so with the bomb, aforementioned, already over toward that side of the map, certainly suggests they're going that direction again. This will be the first round. He's got the pistol. He's already found by Olaf. Good trade. Actually makes it work. Despite Edward getting the shot. Simple hit to shot Kerrigan. That certainly is resounding kick to throw the bomb all the way in it. Electronic.
Yeah, like we said, the AKs always were going to be a danger here for FaZe. 4 on 3. Still have the option to save here. You don't have to go for this one on the CD side. You have the 11-6 lead. You can take the money and run.
Take the money and run, but also damage the money for NaVi if they don't want to go all the way in. Good play from Simple to get Nico. That certainly makes the save the absolute call. No question about it. And they couldn't get any kills by sticking around toward the checkered room, so recover. Fair play. 11-7. Still not out of the hole just yet. It's a hole in many ways they've dug for themselves.
4 on 2, and it will be FaZe to save weaponry. Well played to NaVi there. B-split comes in, much slower, more methodical. Like star players in position. Players like Simple give them an opportunity to find some space. Bomb will go off, and Zeus just about evades depth there. He'll be down to 10 HP. But money's starting to build for them now. CTs will be struggling. Now NaVi take the advantage once again. 2 M4 saved. I assume they'll just get some Deagles to go with them. Maybe go all in. I can see scouts being purchased from us as well. Olaf Meister yet to purchase anything. Goes for the UMP and body armor combination. So the first real test now for FaZe, and they're forced by hammers for Nico. 1 kit available for Rain.
Flash out, straight contact, smoke. Not in the window means that they've actually got the shots back. Simple response for 1, but Nico is there.
That's a play. 3 players in towards the mid window, waiting to challenge. That's quite clever. I like that.
Smoked off Flamey as well, but he is going to go through that. Fair enough. Not willing to be reserved, not willing to be contained, as Rain will at least put him down for it to try. Zeus can't capitalize on the fact that Rain's busy and occupied. Damage done, but again, not good enough. It's just electronic. FaZe about to find their 12th round. If he gets the 1 kill in B and gets the bomb down, there's a very, very slim margin that he's able to win this, but all Olaf has to do is stay alive, and the rotation's instant. As soon as they saw the gun, or rather heard the gun across the map, they all head that direction.
That's just Olaf showing his pedigree right there. Knowing what he has to do to win rounds. He's not trying to get the big highlight moments or pad his stats, falling back toward the bomb side, making sure he buys time for rotations. You're absolutely correct there. And it will be NaVi up against that mid stack. That was very impressive. We have seen that a few times, just pistols. I haven't seen it on like a force buy with the masses and UMPs. Quite cool to see it. Rain strong as ever. Always going to do well on those duels. I think Sean pointed out he's one of the best anchors we have in the game. Holding those particular choke points like Connector, he can always find frags and does a very good job at it. Force buy from NaVi. Another desperate time. Very similar scenes to Inferno. Have to go all in. They'll be 37 down and then facing an eco if they lose this round.
Bounce nade will have to make sure anyone coming out of the bottom is going to take some damage just a little bit early. Zeus can't do anything of it. Down, he's forced back. Ooh, off timing, and it works out. Missed shot signals that they're there. He spots the little booties, as you would say, of Flamey pushing through the smoke as well. It's that kill to follow it up. Simple, down by Guardian. 13 rounds done at this point for FaZe.
Absolutely done. And now it's do or die time once again for NaVi. The in-game leader, Zeus. Won't find anything here. In terms of loss bonus now, it'll be the second stage, man. That is not ideal. $2,000 per player, 13-7 down. You just force ward twice in a row. And you're looking down the barrel of match points here. They'll take no timeout, I beg your pardon, and FaZe says it all, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Desperate times for NaVi.
Fully
perhaps another round. Yep. Get back in this game. And FaZe in 3 rounds will put one of the most decorated men in CSGO history back into a major final in Olaf. Guardian, who's been there twice and desperately wants a win.
Unfortunately, Zeus, the current champion from Gambit.
Yeah, he goes down. How about Nico, though? Finally getting into the playoffs, and the first time might be the long trip.
Well, we won't get ahead of ourselves just yet. 14-7 almost guaranteed, but not over by any stretch. NaVi, a lot of experienced players that can bounce back from this. Will be a B play, looks like an A fake coming in. You'll see 2 players just walking through the smoke, hope for the best, and try and set the bomb up. It's a little bit desperate. I don't think it will cause much of a rotation. It will just leave Simple to try and upgrade to a rifle. They get the bomb down to B, he can catch someone in transition. Maybe there's a chance.
Window check from Guardian. It's not Flamey, but he's since fallen back. Kerrigan positioned so he'll be able to fall off as soon as the first shot comes in. Also has Olaf nearby. Olaf could throw an aid, bounce it in, get further damage done. No flash, so it's Kerrigan taking massive damage, but he's still ready with the gun when they run by. The flash does eventually land in. Great find. Guardian in the window as well. Olaf through the edge of the wall, not bad. 14 rounds, 2 to go.
2 to go. Be up to NaVi now. Don't think they can bring out an AWP. Their economy has been a massive talking point throughout this series, man. Like that Inferno decision, like I'd love if the analyst desk could like really get into that after this one and work out like the mentality there. Here's a key matchup. Flamey, he broke records yesterday, but certainly won't be smashing them today. 7 kills, 16 deaths. That's not quite the same performance as Simple and Co. Get ready to go in towards the A bomb site. Damage will be exchanged, most of it being received by NaVi.
Rain trying to swing back out with the additional flash that was deployed toward him, but they can't find kills. The time it takes to try and find them is enough to allow them to pounce on top, so Edward's able to take him immediately. Olaf, great shot from Simple. As the lead for his team for NaVi. No smoke out to CT as of yet, so no chance for the safe plant. They've got 1 available to them. It's in the hands of Electronic, but he's late to the party. He's just getting through way main now. They'll bounce it down, and they'll go for said plant. Bounce lineup from inside by Tetris. Kerrigan's actually elected to go through it. If they walk out thinking it's clean and safe, to get the plant in at default. He is poised perfectly to deny that, at least for one kill! Oh, the lineup was nearly enough. Simple saves himself 2 HP, and Guardian on an AWP knows that he was damaged, and Nate doesn't quite bounce back far enough. Simple's aware, tries to bait out the shotgun, get the bomb as a result, but Guardian, he didn't actually get to it. Electronic has to plant a one-on-one. And Guardian has been red hot as the AWP has a kit and a smoke, 2 flashes. He's got it all to play for as Electronic hasn't even moved far. Smoke's gonna cover down the cross. Switch to the AK-47, expecting perhaps that he's gone in toward the shadow position. He couldn't have gotten to A main. There wasn't enough time, and he would have heard him to do so. He double checks to confirm. This is smart. Electronic's gonna play his own smoke against him. He's gonna go exactly where he just was, so why would he check it? But he's got an inkling, he goes back! What a read from Guardian!
Has he got time? It sounds like he has, as Guardian done it once again and found match point. He has! Just when it seemed like they'd found something there, they make their way towards the A bomb site. They find the trade. It's Simple that jumps up and challenges Rain. But Carrigan does so much damage here. He doesn't find both kills, but he takes Simple so low. This was the play I couldn't understand. I think Simple assumed he was behind the wooden beat there, got into safety and tried to wallbang him. Unfortunately, he leaves his teammate out to dry, and 15-7, bomb goes down. They have enough to bring weaponry out, but now 8 rounds in a row required from NaVi just to make overtime.
Play once more to at least get toward the underpass position. Simple and Flamey with AKs positioned toward A. Edwards already in. He's got behind his smoke down on the platform at B, and this is going to force rotations. It's their best bet in this. If they can get Zeus and Electronic back through the underpass fast enough, they can still split toward A. Edwards got a job to do. Certainly needs to stay alive in doing it as well. First shot successful. Electronics followed it onto Nico. Olaf will get one in return, but back through. Auto sniper for Carrigan. He's got Electronic down. He's doing massive damage. The man who had to watch the last ELEAGUE Major go to his nemesis, Astralis, has done tremendous work to try and get him into his own final this year, to try and be the victor. It's 2 left though, and Simple this time gets the bomb down.
Is it enough? 2 players remain, Zeus and Simple. Hold on to whatever they can.
Great
nice
read.
shots.
Great read from Zeus to hold off as well, because he knew CT was covered, so the vent was nest likely, I should say. What a shot from Guardian, words out of my mouth, as he nails it through the box. He is tagged up. Smoke on the bomb immediately. He's got the kit. Doesn't elect to hold on to it yet. He's got time to play with, and 2 for 2, Smoke will do. It's FaZe to the final, and Guardian is an absolute god.
That is so well played by Guardian. 2 back-to-back clutches there.